Hi everybody, it's Cathryn from In the Pink Designs. Today I have a project that has a little gift card holder on the top. I'll show you what's inside in a minute. I'm using the Festive Fun stamp set along with the mini pocket envelope dies, just this part of that. Alrighty. I'm going to have a giveaway today. I will try to get this out as quickly as possible, so by the end of Monday, please send me an email, Cathryn67@yahoo.com. It's also written below. Just let me know you're subscribed. You have to send me an email because I find that that's the easiest way not to get a hold of you and not have a couple people telling me that they're your name. All right, so just give me an email and tell me you're subscribed, and it is a Festive and Fun cling stamp set I will send out, so you'll have a couple days before Christmas. All right? Okie doke. So, this box measures 4.5 by 3 by 1 1/4, and inside I have a chocolate, well, it's supposed to be a chocolate Santa, but this is a chocolate marshmallow. That's what they have this year, I guess. It's a chocolate ornament. All right, but you can put whatever treats in here that you like, or a little gift. All right, so this is my host code. Please put that in for any purchases under $150, not including your shipping and your tax. All right, so what we need for this project is I'm stamping on Very Vanilla this time. We need a piece of shaded spruce that is 9 3/4 by 7. Now I cut this out with the mini pocket die, and what you need to do in order for this to show on the green side, now this paper is the Joy of Christmas Designer Series paper, and the DSP we're putting on the box is Joyful Specialty DSP, but you could use whatever you want. All right, so in order to get the green on the inside, which is what's going to show on here, you have to cut the side that you don't want of your paper, okay? And that will land up, that when we fold this on the score lines that they have there, the Happy Christmas will be over on the green on that side. All right, and what we're going to do to get this is to stamp the image on Very Vanilla and then cut the image out with just that part of the die. All right, okay, so then we also need of the Joyful Specialty DSP, we need one piece that is 4 1/4 by 2 3/4, two pieces that are 1 by 4 1/4, and two pieces that are 1 by 2 3/4. Okay, and I already stamped it, embossed this. I stamped it. It's part of this sentiment right here. I just didn't stamp the wishes part. I stamped it in Versamark ink, and then I put my white Stampin' embossing powder on it and heated it up with my heat tool. All right, so let's start. Let me make sure I keep these. This is the prize. All right, so let's get our cardstock, and we're going to be starting on the 9 3/4 inch side, and we're going to score at 1 1/4, 4 1/4, 5 1/2, and 8 1/2. Turn it to the 7-inch side and score at 1 1/4 and 5 3/4. All right. Now I'm just going to fold and burnish the score lines. So we're going to do it in the landscape, and this is what your cardstock's going to look like. What we're going to do, actually. All right. So all we're going to do is keep the rectangle side straight and wedge the squares on both these sides. So go to the first score line, cut it to the first score line, and wedge both sides of the square. Oops. Go to the next two score lines and cut it to the first score line, and wedge both sides of that square. Next score line, cut it to the first score line and wedge. Okay, turn it around and we'll do the same thing. Cut all of these squares to the first score line and then wedge them, and keep the sides of your rectangle straight. Okay, one more. All right, and that's what your cardstock should look like after you're done scoring and cutting. Okay, now we're going to put tear and tape on all the tabs. I'm going to put one next to the score line and one at the end on all 6. Or you can use your liquid glue or Stampin' Seal Plus. All right, and then I'll take the backings off with my take your pick tool. All right, now I'm going to start over here and I'm going to take the score line and make it straight with the edge of the rectangle. And then the next tabs, I'm going to make them straight with the other side of the same rectangle. Okay, and then the last set, we'll just make them straight with this next rectangle. Okay, and that's your box. All right, so now we need our Joyful Specialty DSP, the piece, the largest piece that is 4 1/4 by 2 3/4 goes here, 1 by 4 1/4 long sides, 1 by 2 3/4 short sides, and I'm going to use liquid glue for these. Okay, and once you have your DSP on, get yourself a small punch. This one is 7/8 inch, anything around there, and take your thumb grip off. All right, now let's let that dry and we'll do our stamping. So we need a piece of Very Vanilla, and we need the rhino and the bird's image, and Tuxedo Black. And then I'm going to take the mini pocket envelope die, and I'm going to put the serrated, the scalloped actually, edge over here, and I'm just going to try to center them, and I'm going to tape it, and I'll be right back. Now I cut it out and I trimmed anything extra, any of the, right at the score lines, anything that would fold we took off. All right, now let's do some coloring. All right, I'm not doing any fancy coloring because there's a lot of markers. All right, so let's start with the rhino. I'm going to do the rhino in light smoky slate, except for the inside of his ears. I'm going to put a little bit of light flirty flamingo there. And I'm not going to do his horn, but everything else that's not clothes, I'm going to do with the light smoky slate. Okay, with dark smoky slate, I'm going to do the sled rails. They're very thin, so you could really just leave them undone if you want to. All right, I'm going to get dark cherry cobbler, and I'm going to do his scarf, his shoes, and the bottom of the sled, and this bow here. That happens. Okay, now. All right, I'm going to use real red on the bow on the wreath, and this present here, and the hats, not the brim or the pom-pom, just the hat part, and the little ear muff on that one, and the scarves also. Okay, I'm going to take dark shaded, well actually light shaded spruce, and I'm going to do the two presents. Okay, and then with dark shaded spruce, I'm going to put the lines on this present. Okay, and what else with dark? Oh, and the wreath. All right, and then last with dark boho blue, I'm going to do the wing of each bird, and then light boho blue for the rest of the bird. And then I forgot dark daffodil delight for their beaks. Okay, and then I'm going to take light smoky slate, and I'm just going to do a little bit of scribbling pretty much underneath it all like a shadow. And I'm going to take the color lifter and just kind of soften that shadow up a little bit. All right, and that is the coloring. You can see this on my blog too. All right, now we have this piece that we did. I'm going to fold these score lines up towards the Happy Christmas over here. And then I'm going to close it. And I'll put glue on those strips and close them over the back. And this way, if you do it this way, the card doesn't get jammed when you try to put it in. Gets a little bit of a bow in it, but that's okay. All right. Now we want it this way, and we're just going to glue our piece that has our image on it right over the front of that gift card holder. I'm just going to match up the scallops. Make sure the sides are good. Okay. And there's our gift card holder. I'll put just a little bit of shred in, and then the chocolate covered ornament. All right, now I use this gold trim because we don't have shaded spruce or cherry cobbler ribbon right now. If you have it from when we did, you could use that. Yeah, I'm gonna do that again. So I'm just gonna double a long piece, and I'm gonna, oops, I want the bow on the right side, so I'm gonna bring it over here, and I'm gonna tie it right towards the middle here, yeah, and then tie the double strand, and then try to corral the edge pieces here to where you want them. Again, you can use different ribbon, and I'm going to split these. You don't have to. I know I did that on my last project. I'm going to split these because I just like how it looks, especially at Christmas time. Looks like a nice wrapped present. All right, and I'm going to leave the tendrils a little long again, just so that if they want to retie it, they can more easily. All right. Now I'm going to get my dimensionals, and I'm going to see where my gift card holder is going to sit, and it covers most of this. So I'm going to put dimensionals wherever on here that I want it to make sure it holds them. And then I'm going to put them on the four corners of the gift card holder itself. All right, get your bow out of the way for now. And then make sure you're putting this on with the scallops to the left. If you like them to the right, you can switch where your ribbon is. And then I'm just going to press this on. And here's our gift card in this one. And then I'll just stick it in this one. I have a couple of Starbucks gift cards I'm going to give this year. Okay. And for the final touch, I'm going to take some Blooming Pearls and my Take Your Pick tool again. And I'm going to put a large one right here. And a small one. And another small one. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, my email is below, along with the link to my blog and my shop where you can purchase these. Don't forget, I have the giveaway of the Festive and Fun stamp set. On Monday, I will announce it, so you have the whole weekend to send me an email with telling me that you're subscribed. Okay, not in the comments, has to be email, because that way I can get a hold of you if you win. Alrighty, have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye.